o'clock. I wanted to show you guys this video because I keep talking about the shrimp boil, but I think the past videos that I've ever like mentioned shrimp boil, I never actually show you guys the recipe. So I'm like, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you guys the recipe that we do. Let me show you what you guys need. You guys need shrimp to begin with. Get the shrimp that's already in ice, just because what we do, we typically go like days before the store of when we're doing this, just because I'm the type of person who doesn't like going that same day to get it fresh. It's all up to you. Also get the shrimp that the head is cut off already. Makes it so much easier. I think if you ask them, you can ask them to devein the shrimp, but we just do that ourselves because we don't like waiting. So there's that. And then depending on how much you want, up to you. Like for us, we always, since it's just 4 of us, we always get like 1 pound of shrimp for each of us. So because we make it in a big charola, it's like you can't even fit it here, but it's a huge one. And so we get 4 pounds of shrimp. You may have to round up if you get the ice one, because sometimes the ice is what makes it like more. It looks like 3 pounds, but it's like 4. Then there's different ways of making this. I make this the simplest way possible because I like cooking and baking and all that, but I do not like to struggle. And I don't like waiting for my things if I'm craving it. So I make it the most simplest way possible. There is multiple ways that you can make it. I know that there's some people who make it in the olla, and they boil it with water, and you could use like the seasoning bags that you put in there to make the water taste like the seasoning, and you cook your shrimp in there, or like the potatoes and all that crap. But no, I don't do it that way. I do everything separately and then combine everything at the end. Right now we're gonna cook the potatoes, and then we're gonna also cook the corn. So you fill up the olla with water. I fill water up to where I think the corn will be covered. And I also do time everything of like when everything will be ready. So I should have put everything like at 12:30, but I didn't. Just typically we eat by 3 o'clock, and this will be done by then. What I do now while the water boils is I usually take out everything that I'm gonna put it in there just so I can have it ready, and then I'm gonna start deveining the shrimp. So that takes a while, but I think once you start doing it often, like it goes by quickly. So these are the potatoes that we use. It's this brand, yellow potatoes. The corn that we use is by Green Giant. It's the extra sweet one. And the reason why we use this is because these are already cut up in 12 pieces. Like literally, you can see right there. They're cut up in 12 pieces, so you don't have to worry about cutting them or anything like that. And then the sausage we use, see, this depends on you and what you like, because my brother, when he cooks his shrimp boil, he doesn't make it the way that I do. He makes it on the grill. I think he doesn't use Louisiana sausage because he says he doesn't like the flavor of it, but I like it because I feel like it's spicier. But it's all up to like what you prefer, honestly. So I use the Louisiana brand Hot Links. It's smoked sausage, and we get the extra hot. So it looks like this. This is a huge package. Try to use most of it. I either make the cuts small or big depending on how many people are eating. So like if it's this, I think I make the cut like an inch. Use whatever potatoes you want to use. People sometimes use the red ones or the purple ones, whatever. Just use what potato you like. To make sure all the potatoes are clean, because if not, you're gonna get some dirty potatoes. And then this is the shrimp. It's already defrosted, so I'm just going to devein them right now. Once the water is boiled, we start adding everything in there. So in this one, we're gonna add the corn just because they're small, and I'm pretty sure they all fit in there. So that will take like 8 to 10 minutes for it to fully cook. So we just wait until then. So I already put in the potatoes. You're gonna wait until they're soft or basically cooked. Once everything is cooked, you could just turn it off and then remove the water, because I'm done deveining all the shrimp. As you guys can see, there's all the poop right there and in there. Gross. What I use is a toothpick to devein everything. It's super easy if you do it that way. So the next thing you want to do once you're done deveining your shrimp and your stuff are still cooking on the stove, you want to cut up your sausage, because it's better to have everything already prepared, just because this is very easy and quick to do, honestly. So there's not much to it. Honestly, if you have everything prepared already,
it goes by quicker. I think the first time, if you're doing it for the first time, it's going to be a little confusing because you're just like, what do I do first? What do I do next? And stuff like that. But besides that, everything is very quick and easy to make. Cut up your sausage while everything is still on the stove and cooking. You have to cook your sausage. Now, a lot of people cook the sausage once the sauce is done and they just put it in there and cook it on there. I do not like doing that. I like my sausage to be crispy and that you could see that it's cooked. It's better to me. I don't know. Just me. So everything's always your personal preference. The corn is done, so I removed it from the water. And when it's done, if you forget the timing and all that, you'll know it's done because it turns into like a goldish yellow color. And because it's sweet corn, you could honestly smell the corn. What it looks like, so you can leave it to rest. Now what I do, instead of removing that water or draining it, I get some of the potatoes and add them there so that they cook quicker. Once you're done cutting your sausage into 1-inch rounds like that, you could either put it on the plate and leave it on the side until you're ready to like fry them, or you could start frying them. Up to you. You're frying them like that, you're gonna individually turn them, so just keep an eye on them. You could cook them however you like, but this is how I like doing it. Again, personal preference. And the potato is done, by the way. Some of it. The other one's still there, but it's done. I just haven't turned it off. This is what I mean, how I like them cooked. That looks burnt, but that's fine because I feel like it's spicier that way. It could just be me. I don't know, but that's how I like them to look, okay? When everything is done cooking, you're going to add the shrimp and water. You could use the one they use for the potato or the corn. I'm meant to have a thingy like this because it's easier to take everything out. And as you can see, the shrimp cooks very quickly. Keep an eye on it because if you know you cook over shrimp, it tastes really gross because it's all chewy and nasty. Then get a container like this. I don't know, charola. This is a baking dish. But you add everything on here like that. What you're gonna do, my mom usually has cold water so that it stops the cooking and it doesn't overcook. But you're gonna get a pan like this, have it on, and then you're gonna get your butter and you're gonna put a shit ton of butter. The more butter you have, the more sauce you get because, like I said, it just depends on your preference, but the butter is the sauce, so you add as much butter as you like. That's how much I put, so you just let it melt. When it's melted, add garlic, minced garlic, so that's what we use, that minced garlic. You're gonna add a good spoon of it and you're gonna let it cook, simmer it. Once it's simmered, you're gonna add the seasoning and then you're gonna let that simmer and then you're gonna add lemon. You're gonna let the lemon simmer, and these are the seasonings you're going to use. Y ya se me fue. No pues valiendo chichi de gallina. Seasonings you're gonna use Old Bay because that's what the shrimp flavor is, so Old Bay. Have cayenne pepper, chili powder, Cajun seasoning, paprika, and lemon pepper. And that's all you're gonna need. Just open everything up. All the lids, remove them. I don't have measurements for it. Just measure up to what you want because if you want it spicy, you're gonna add more chili powder and more cayenne pepper. But if you don't, you add what you want. This is usually how much I use for the Old Bay. And then the rest is just all the condiments. Some people add the lemon pepper, others don't. I do because, I don't know, it tastes a little better to me. Mix that around and have it aside until you're ready to put it into the butter. So you could just mix it all together. I cut up 4 lemons and you're going to take the juice out because you're going to add that to the sauce. That's how much garlic we add. I add 2 tablespoons of garlic. I'm going to let that simmer. Once it's simmering like that, you're going to add a bowl of all the seasoning and you're just going to dump it on in there. Put it around. So this is where you have to see if you want to add more of the water or nothing, or leave it as is, just depending how you like it. This is what it's gonna look like with the shrimp and everything on there. My mom likes to put it because she likes mixing the things, because ella dice que yo no lo mixeo bien, pero whatever. Y this is what she does. She adds it on top and then the rest she'll like pour it over it. Because if you pour it over, a veces no agarra unos parts. So she does it by section. Así se mira, friends. Así se mira. Then she pours everything. this is the outcome. It should look like that, all mixed. Looks so good. And then from there, you could just eat it. What it looks like. Pero todos ya se están muriendo por lo picoso.
Yo ya estoy sudando, ¿yo?
Você dando cochilé.